Let us take a look at the ongoing political scenario in Kashmir and how it connects to a specific law called Article 370. To understand this, we must first delve into the complex history of Kashmir, a region claimed by both India and Pakistan, and the unique role played by Article 370 in its administration. This article, part of the Indian constitution, granted special autonomy to the region, allowing it to have its own constitution, flag, and independence over all matters except foreign affairs, defense, and communications. However, in a recent groundbreaking verdict, the Indian Supreme Court upheld the decision of the Indian government to revoke this special status. This has sparked a flurry of discussions and debates across the globe about the legality, morality, and democratic propriety of such a move. Now, let's delve deeper into the specifics of Article 370 and the implications of this ruling. So, what exactly is Article 370 and why is it so important for Kashmir? This question leads us to the heart of the issue. Article 370, a part of the Indian Constitution, was a unique provision that granted a degree of autonomy to the state of Jammu and Kashmir. It was seen as a protective measure due to the war conditions prevalent in the state. Under this article, Jammu and Kashmir had its own constitution, a separate flag, and independence over all matters except foreign affairs, defense, and communications. This special status allowed the region to have laws different from the rest of India in many areas, including property ownership and citizenship. However, it's important to note that Article 370 was considered a temporary provision. The reasoning behind this was that it was introduced during a time of disruption and conflict. The hope was that once the situation stabilized, Jammu and Kashmir would fully integrate with India. The article was a symbol of Kashmir's political autonomy, and for many, it served as a guarantee of the region's unique identity. Therefore, when it was revoked, it triggered a significant reaction both within Kashmir and globally. With this understanding of Article 370, it becomes clear why its revocation has caused such a stir. Now let's turn our attention to the revocation of Article 370. How did it happen and what does it mean? The revocation was brought about by a presidential order referred to as Order 272, which was accompanied by the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Act. This act led to the bifurcation of Jammu and Kashmir into two union territories. One of these was Ladakh, which was left without a legislature, and the other was Jammu and Kashmir, which was given a diminished legislature and placed under the control of two lieutenant governors. This shift allowed the central government to exercise direct influence over the state. However, the way in which this move was executed raises numerous legal and constitutional questions. For instance, the presidential order claimed to have the concurrence of the government of Jammu and Kashmir. But at that time, the state was under president's rule, meaning the consent they received was from the governor, who is essentially a representative of the central government. This implies that the center was essentially taking its own consent to amend the constitution. This is seen by some as a breach of the constitutional provision of Article 370, according to which the recommendation of Jammu and Kashmir's Constituent Assembly is required to make any amendments. This assembly, however, ceased to function in 1957. The president therefore invoked modification powers under Article 370, issuing the Constitution Application to Jammu and Kashmir Order 2019. This replaced the Constituent Assembly with the state's Legislative Assembly, thereby removing the requirement to convene a newly elected Constituent Assembly to decide the fate of Article 370. The revocation of Article 370 was indeed a significant move, but it didn't come without controversy. So, what are the implications of this landmark decision on Kashmir and its people? Firstly, let's talk about demographics. With the special status revoked, there's a fear of a demographic shift in the Muslim-majority region. This is because the region's land laws have been altered, allowing non-Kashmiri Indians to buy property there for the first time. Many fear this could lead to a change in the region's religious and ethnic makeup. Secondly, the political landscape in Kashmir has been drastically altered. The revocation of Article 370 divided the region into two federal territories ruled directly by the central government. This move is seen as a significant win for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Hindu nationalist Bharatiya Janata Party. However, it has also stirred deep resentment among political parties in Kashmir that oppose the revocation. They've expressed disappointment, but also a resolve to continue their fight. The socio-economic impact on the people of Kashmir is yet to be fully understood. However, with prolonged security lockdowns and communication blackouts following the decision, the region's economy has undoubtedly taken a hit. Whether this situation improves over time remains to be seen. Lastly, the international community's reaction has been mixed. While some countries have supported India's right to make internal decisions, others have expressed concern over the potential for increased tension and conflict in the region. It's clear that the revocation of Article 370 has set a new course for Kashmir, with implications that will be unfolding for years to come. As we've seen, the revocation of Article 370 has had far-reaching impacts, and the future of Kashmir remains in flux. We hope this video helped you understand the complexities of this issue. If you found this video informative and valuable, we encourage you to share it with others. And as we continue to explore topics of global importance, we invite you to be part of our journey. Subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share. Thank you for watching Practical and Competitive, a project by Ali Inan.